Right now, a free app on your phone knows something that billion-dollar GPS companies spent decades trying to figure out, and it gets that information from people who don't even know they're giving it. By the end of this video, you'll understand the one economic shift that built Waze and Wikipedia, Google Translate, and basically every modern AI system. And once you see it, you'll spot it everywhere. Let's go. Quick recap if you missed the last episode. We covered the first force of the second machine age, exponential computing power, Moore's law, chips doubling in power again and again until computers started doing things we swore only humans could do. But raw computing power is only half the story. A supercomputer with nothing to compute is just an expensive heater. Today we cover the fuel, the digitization of just about everything. Think about a traditional GPS. It knows the roads, it knows the maps, it knows the speed limits. But here's what it doesn't know. The accident that happened 4 minutes ago. The construction crew that just closed your exit. The traffic jam forming 2 miles ahead. A traditional GPS answers the question, what should be the fastest route, according to the map? Waze asks a completely different question. What is the fastest route right now? How? Every single driver using Waze becomes a sensor. Millions of phones silently reporting speed and location, painting a live picture of traffic. And here's the kicker. One Waze user is useless. 10 million Waze users? That's a traffic intelligence network worth billions. That's called a network effect. The product gets more valuable as more people use it. Remember that phrase because it explains why digital companies grow at speeds that physical businesses simply can't match. But why does any of this work? It comes down to two weird properties of digital information, properties that physical things just don't have. Property 1. Digital goods are non-rival. If I eat a sandwich, you can't eat that sandwich. If I take a seat on a plane, that seat is gone. Physical things get used up. But a song? 1 million people can stream it at the exact same moment, and nobody loses anything. Digital goods never run out. Property 2. Near zero cost of reproduction. Writing a book might take 3 years of your life. Copying the ebook? A fraction of a second for a fraction of a penny. Here's the line worth memorizing. Information is expensive to create, but almost free to reproduce. Those two properties, non-rivalry and free copying, are the engine behind the entire digital economy. And they led to something economists never saw coming. For decades, economic theory said, people only create value when they're paid for it. Then the internet happened. Wikipedia, one of the largest knowledge resources in human history, built almost entirely by unpaid volunteers. YouTube tutorials, reviews, open source software running the servers of trillion-dollar companies. Millions of people creating enormous value for free. Why? Because when sharing costs nothing, contribution explodes. And it's not just humans creating data anymore. Right now, while you watch this, ATMs are checking balances. Sensors are reporting temperatures. Factory equipment is flagging its own problems. Your phone is quietly sending location data. No humans involved. Machines talking directly to machines. This is what evolved into the Internet of Things. Connected factories, autonomous vehicles, and it's why humanity is now generating data at a rate that's genuinely hard to comprehend. But here's the thing. Big data isn't valuable because it's big. It's valuable because of what's hiding inside it. Researchers discovered something remarkable. Google searches about housing could predict housing market activity before it happened. Why? Because people search before they buy. The digital trail reveals intentions before actions. That insight, that massive datasets can predict reality, is the foundation of modern analytics and honestly, of AI itself. Google Translate didn't learn language from grammar rules. It learned from millions of digitized documents, finding patterns no human programmed. Without digitization, none of it would exist. So here's the one idea to take with you. Innovation today is built by stacking digital layers. Waze is just digital maps, plus GPS, plus user reports, plus phone sensors. 4 existing pieces combined into something brand new. Once information becomes digital, it can be copied for free, shared instantly, analyzed by machines, and recombined endlessly. That's not just a technology shift, it's a new raw material for the entire economy. If this changed how you see the apps on your phone, hit subscribe. Because in the next video, we're covering what happens when these digital building blocks start combining on their own. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See you there.